Right now at 5:30, continuing coverage of the Les Wexner deposition and the congressional investigation into Jeffrey Epstein. In the nearly 5 hours of questioning, Wexner was asked about his political contributions to Senator John Husted over the years. Now, Wexner has never been charged with any crime connected to Epstein. It is great to have you with us at 5:30. I'm Yolanda Harris.
I'm Jeff Hogan. Good to have you along. 10 TV political reporter Doug Petcash is here joining us with how those contributions are now playing out in Husted's Senate race against former Senator Sherrod Brown.
Well, Jeff, that portion of the deposition lasted exactly 1 minute and 11 seconds. In it, Wexner was asked if he has given Husted more than $100,000 over the years. He says it's possible. These donations have been a source of campaign scorn from Sherrod Brown, and now Husted's campaign is responding to that.
More than 3 hours into Wednesday's deposition, Les Wexner answered a few questions about Senator John Husted.
Well, I'm thinking I met John when he was a state representative. I'm sure I helped him. I helped him politically. He ran for lieutenant governor. I probably contributed to senatorial campaign. So is it possible over time I would have given him that much money? It is.
According to Federal Election Commission records, Wexner gave Husted's senatorial campaign $3,500 on July 3rd of last year. In a September procedural vote, Husted voted to prevent the release of the Epstein files. The committee brought that up in the Wexner deposition.
Did you or any of your representatives ever lobby Senator Husted or anybody else in the federal government to prevent the release of materials related to Jeffrey Epstein files?
Absolutely not.
In November, Husted voted to release the Epstein files. Here's what he told me on the day before the vote.
What's your stance on releasing the files?
They should protect the innocent victims. Anything that would jeopardize a future prosecution, but the files should be released.
Do you think they should go out?
Get them out there.
Former Democratic Senator Sherrod Brown is running against Husted in the November election. His campaign spokesperson, Lauren Chu, put out a statement earlier this month saying, John Husted took over $116,000 directly from Jeffrey Epstein's co-conspirator. That's 10 times more than any other sitting U.S. senator. He accepted the maximum allowable contribution to his campaign from him last July, and just a few weeks later voted against a bipartisan effort to fully release the Epstein files. On Monday, Husted campaign spokesman Tyson Shepard first told 10 TV that Senator Husted has directed the campaign to donate Wexner's money to charity. Shepard responded Friday to Brown's campaign statement saying, Sherrod Brown has lost all credibility. He has been silent on returning or donating his own Wexner funds. In contrast, Senator Husted took action by voting to release the Epstein files and donating Wexner contributions to charity. The hypocrisy from Brown is what Ohioans have endured since 1974, leading them to send him packing in 2024.
Now, late this afternoon, Husted's campaign told me he has already donated campaign contributions from Les and Abigail Wexner, totaling $34,300, including the $3,500 from last July, to Freedom a la carte Cafe. The Columbus-based cafe provides workforce training and services for local survivors of sex trafficking. The money is from Husted's state and federal campaign accounts, according to the campaign. Now, former Senator Sherrod Brown has never received any campaign donations from Les Wexner. That's according to Federal Election Commission records. But those records show his campaigns have received $10,200 from Wexner's wife, Abigail, over the last nearly 15 years. When I asked Brown's campaign today if he plans to keep or donate that money, a spokesperson said they have nothing to add on top of their recent statements that they put out to the media. And most of this Sunday's Face the State is dedicated to coverage of the Wexner deposition and the political fallout of his connections to Jeffrey Epstein. You can see it all Sunday morning at 11:30 right here on 10 TV.